Okie dokie, everybody. Welcome back. You're here at the Fox Den with Peter Voss, the Papa Fox, and we're going to continue playing Pillars of Eternity, the White March DLC. When we last left off, we had... okay. Well, there... yes. When we last left off, we had four-cornered the russet wood and done a lot of stuff out there, so that was pretty cool. We could go and talk with the ogres, but I kind of want to avoid that just yet, and instead... I believe we're actually going to settle up with a few more quests inside town and see what we can do with the Temple of Andra. We also took out a rather nasty were-druid that had gone feral and talked with Thiersch and found out it was his son.
Indeed.
So there is that. So how are y'all doing? Oh boy. Allergies are a pain in the butt.
Huh, that's what I get for asking directions in the middle of nowhere.
Huh. Well, let's talk with this person.
Say, I don't suppose you've seen any mysterious old buildings in the mountains lately, have you?
The Umua wears an assortment of bangles, bands, cuffs, and chains as thick as armor. She watches you with a raised eyebrow and eyes gleaming with mirth. Yay! A portraited character. This is probably going to be another person we can add to our party. Okay, cool. I don't necessarily like to have two people in the same class, so... we're probably going to switch out Zahwa. This person looks like they're a lot of fun anyway. Let's see. You mean Durgan's Battery?
No, but I've heard that name a lot around here. I'm looking for the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. It's an obscure temple dedicated to Andra.
Why are you looking for the Abbey?
I'm a gift bearer. My job is to gather tokens of things people want forgotten and surrender them to the Lady of Lament.
Looks like you might have a vested interest in what's happening at the temple.
Best place to do that is the Abbey of the Fallen Moon.
What kinds of tokens do you take?
Anything that represents a moment or a memory someone wishes to leave behind. Well, love notes, awkward family heirlooms, bad poetry, the kinds of things you want to forget.
So it's funny because my wife actually found a journal of mine that had a lot of poetry that I had written when I was a moody teenager, and it was so terrible. It was the worst. It was like walking over hot coals in a verbal sense.
I might be here a while. Half the villagers have never heard of the Abbey, and the ones that have, no one knows where it is.
Well, maybe they wanted it forgotten, huh?
So I'm trying to think of this as an extended holiday in a remote mining village that smells like fish.
She seems really funny. Okay, I've got business in the region. We could travel together.
You won't regret it. I've got a lovely singing voice.
Is she a chanter?
I like her already.
Okay. Dismiss.
Very well.
Recruit. Lovey. Oh, she's a barbarian. Lovely. Cool.
I'm here.
Let's take a look at what she has on her, actually. And we're going to want to equip her with some stuff. Oh, right. I was going to switch up, what I had because of things. Right. Let's get this back on you. Okay, now let's go ahead and get her outfitted and kitted. And that was a rhyme-ish, sort of, kind of. Okay. Maneha's armor, healing bonus. Fine has speed, DR7. We're going to keep with what she has because she's barbarian, so she's here to take hits. Let's see what we can equip her with, though. Reflex 5, properties fortitude, healing bonus. We're going to keep what she has, but let's see what we can equip her with. Find Morningstar, sword, and battle axe. Okay. Fine sword, 1520, 1420. Oh, no. No. That won't do. This will not. This cannot continue. 1623. Oh, right. I forgot. I had gotten that. Let's actually move that over here. Okay. Is that better than... No? Is that better than... No, No, I can't equip that. Alright. 15 and 21. One-handed. Yes, we can give her that. And we can give her this. Lovely. Okay. It's a little bit less damage than what she was working. No, it's actually a lot more. Yes, no, that's great. That is good. Dear 7, no. I don't believe we have any more rings we can give her. Alrighty, now let's see what she can do. Okay. Barbaric shout, yell, carnage, one stands alone, infestation of maggots. Okay. Barbaric blow, once per encounter, massive blow for damage. Yell, frightening all enemies. Okay, savage defense, once per encounter. Oh, regenerating a large amount of endurance. That's lovely. Barbaric shout, 2 per rest. Lovely.
I shall.
That should be a lot of fun. Oh, right. Before we forget, let's make sure she's up front. Yes. Okay. Good. Let's talk with Okran. I know where the gift bearer cast your heirlooms away. We had taken a dip in a frozen pond, actually, and found a bunch of chests with rocks in them. Chests. Excuse me. The chests of offerings to Andra were empty. How's that possible? He scratches his bristly beard, murmuring to himself. A flash of understanding crosses his face. Someone took it. Who? Do you know? I suspect Lofton knows. I'm going to talk to her. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what happens in here. Something tells me we might be massacring a temple today. You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Okay. Cannot take that. Okay, let's talk with you. I heard that worshippers of Barath visited you recently. Little happens around here that doesn't end in the mouths of villagers, but we're obliged to assist everyone, regardless of their faith. A group of women came to us, yes. Their leader wanted to know of Durgan's battery. I obliged and pointed them in its direction. They left as quietly there. Okay, cool, lovely. I found your chests. They were filled only with rocks. I see. No use in keeping this charade any longer, is there? Her group springs into action. Sounds of unsheathing of blades. Lost an item. Empty gift-bearer chest. But we shouldn't act so rashly. She holds a hand up. The thieves keep their weapons pointed at you. We've been pretending, yes. But it's no different from what Andra priests... But is it so different from what Andra's priests do? Villagers and travelers give us things they want to forget. We make them disappear. Isn't that the same thing? No. We aren't murderers, and we prefer to be as far away from this cursed place as we can. Laughed gestures at her accomplices. I'm willing to help if you look the other way. What do you propose? Let's just see. It's a simple deal. You keep our little secret to yourself, and we share some of our offerings with you. Dwarves brought back the dwarf's heirlooms. You can have them too. I don't like them trying to do this to folk. It's really not the same thing. Not by a long shot, especially if they're trying to co-opt somebody else's beliefs. So not a chance. I'll let the villagers decide what to do with you. Her Elofta stiffens her face hard. As she raises her arm, the folds of her robe fall back to reveal a cocked pistol pointed at you. Okay. Alrighty, let's get your sword out. Oh boy. Okay, lovely. This is just great. Okay, let's get some stuff going. Oh boy. Ah, no, Durance. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I mean, I think we'll be okay. Alright, let's go ahead and punch. Actually, no, you're gonna go. Oh boy. Okay, let's see what we got. Alright, Kana, you are going to paralyze these folk. Any moment now. Lovely. Okay, great. Let's get the Swift Strikes going now. Okay, cool. Kana, go ahead and attack the shieldsman. Okay. Everybody attack this person. Yes. Oh, we're gonna have to deal with Durance's wound. Dag nabbit, Durance! Why'd you have to do that? Mindless minor missiles? Lovely. Okay, a little bit of direct damage. Let's see if we can... Oh, well, okay. Well, we have 2 people wounded. Great. I know I was going to take a chance on the disengagement damage, but and we're already in town, so we can probably go ahead and just rest at the end. It won't be too much of an issue. Okay. Go ahead and get this guy, this person paralyzed, if you will. Lovely. Okay. Great. Alrighty, and we got some more gear. Lovely. Exceptional pistol. Okay, that's going on Durance. And we got a singed grimoire. And we got a thick-handled iron key.
Sure.
Wow. Let's see what's in there. Take that. I know it's stealing, but, well, there we go. Yes, take that. Unlock. And White Crest Armor. DR-16, exceptional major, what is it? Dancing bolts, once per rest, overwhelming wave. Oh. And Okran's heirloom.
Hi?
Okay, let's go ahead and do that. And then we are going to go rest at the inn because, holy cow. Oh, right. And then after, actually, we are actually going to talk with our new companion. I should have done that previously. Anyways, okay, well, we got a bit of combat in, so now we can go ahead and get a bit of questing in. I have your medallion. Let's see it. The dwarf draws a wide smile under a bristly beard. Here it is. Okran takes the medallion gingerly in his palms, taking care not to smudge it with his dirty fingertips. Yes, it's her medallion. He smiles and manages to pull his attention back to you. You've done good here today, I swear. If I had a kingdom's treasure to give you in return. I also found your armor. I don't need it. Don't know what I'd do with it. He nods. Keep it. More luck to you. Well, there we go. He turns around and walks away, looking not at the path ahead, but at the precious heirloom clenched in his hands. Even so, the stride of his short legs seemed filled with confidence. Sometimes people need a reminder. That's definitely true. Okay, regrets worth trading. Okay. Oh, and Kana gained a level. Lovely. Okay. Let's go ahead and get your survival up. Okay, next. Oh, right. So, what do we got here? Burning effect on ally weapons. That's good. Plus 15 defense against prone. Attacks, plus 15 concentration, plus 10 damage reduction against freezing and shock. That's also good. Generates a hazard field, causing burns enemies in the area of effect. Maybe. Plus 10 deflection. We're going to go with this. That actually looks really interesting. Okay, lovely. Okie dokie. Let's actually take a look at their armor, and we're probably going to give it to Ader. Okay, DR-16, yeah. Oh, yes. And let's take a look at what the... Oh, right, that gives us stuff for that. Okay. Apologies. Oof. Let's actually go ahead and give this to Kana. Good. Okay. I know that's more armor, but I like the magical stuff. Oh, right. I said I was going to talk with her. What's this? Vile Thorns. And infestation of maggots. Oh, okay, cool. What you got for me? How did you end up in Stalwart? The other gift bearers told me Stalwart was close to the Abbey, so they suggested I ask for directions in town. You mean the other gift bearers don't know where the Abbey is? Like I said, it's one of Andra's most ancient temples, and their followers aren't really known for their record keeping. You're not exactly dressed for the weather. Well, Ixmitil's flat as platter, so when the gift bearers told me Stalwart was way up in the mountains, I thought they were exaggerating. She shrugs. Anyway, I hate packing. I see. Always happy to chat. Why did you become a gift bearer? I guess I like wandering and meeting new folks. I've never been good at staying in one place for long. She shrugs. I have questions about the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. Me too. She glances at her boots. I like her. She's endearing. Why are you looking for the Abbey?
I'm a gift bearer. My job is to gather tokens of things people want forgotten and surrender them to the Lady of Lament. Best place to do that is the Abbey of the Fallen Moon.
What kinds of tokens do you take?
Anything that represents a moment or a memory someone wishes to leave behind. Well, love notes, awkward family heirlooms,
Okay, cool. Gift bearers usually dispose of tokens in the sea. Why are you going to the Abbey?
Well, you throw some things into the sea and maybe they wash up on shore one day. But you want something really good and forgotten, you take it to the Abbey.
She nods. Ader stares at Durrance with a half-crazed look in his eye. Scratching his beard in contemplation, he smiles. His smile broadens as he thinks. He wants to take Durrance to the Abbey. So, what are you taking to the Abbey now?
The Abbey's all about forgetting. Wouldn't be much forgetting if I told you about it, would there?
That's definitely true. Okay, I see. Now tell me about yourself. Where do I begin? I spent almost 10 years as a mercenary in Old Valia. Plenty of work there. She tilts her head up and starts counting items off her fingers. After that, I fought with pirates in the Deadfire, or for them, depending on who was paying. Did a short stint in the White That Wends, then roamed around the Living Lands and finally joined the gift bearers in Ixmitil. And here I am. Actually, I was asking about where you came from before your adventures. Not much to tell. She waves a hand, looking away quickly. Grew up in Rautai. Left when I was still pretty young and haven't been back since. Why not? Oh, you know. Spent almost 20 years there. Change of scenery is good, right? She gives you a breezy smile, but it looks forced. Better to look forward than back. That's what I always say. Why so much travel? Guess staying in one place never much suited me. And you gave up soldiering, piracy, and adventuring to join Andra's gift bearers? Still plenty of adventures, just different circumstances. Questions about the lands you visited? What was Old Valia like? Grand. A skirmish every day and a feast at another Comte or Marqueso's keep every night. Those were good, carefree days. Tell me about the Deadfire. Dangerous. You got pirates and sea monsters. Don't even get me started on the merchants. I had a good run there, but I got tired of trying to keep track of who had a knife pointed at my back. What were your experiences in the White That Wends? Short. That place is too cold for anything but leaving. I'm curious about the Living Lands? Most folks are. Even after 10 years, feels like I just saw the edges of the place. You can start the day in a desert and find yourself in the middle of a jungle by nightfall. Ooh, that sounds like an interesting place to go. Everything there is just a little wilder. Goes for the folk as well as the creatures. Part of me misses it still, but you wake up every day knowing it might be your last. I stayed lucky longer than anyone has a right to expect. Okay, that's all I want to know? Sure, okay, cool.
Sure.
Oh. Sorry for the cough. Hope that wasn't too loud on your earphones. Earphones, headphones, something phones. And what's that? Wrenched shoulder. They both have wrenched shoulders. -2 might. And attack speed. We want to get rid of that. Yeah, that should be done away with. And we can do that in fairly short order. Okay. Finished all my tea and honey, so there's that. Tea and honey is a very good thing. It's one of the best combinations
Back to
ever.
warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you?
Like a
Top
room?
quality bear.
Okay, we have just a ton of money. So let's go with the golden whale. Lovely. You awaken and hear someone stirring, growling. Looking over, you see Maneha, twitching and muttering in her sleep. You can't make out what she's saying, but from her bared teeth and the sheen of sweat on her brow, this seems like a very bad dream. Wake up, Maneha. She sits bolt upright, roaring and reaching for a weapon. Decker. Your punch lands squarely on her jaw.
What? Oh,
Her gaze darts around but slowly focuses on you. She grimaces and looks away, wiping her face.
Oh, sorry. I must have been dreaming.
She lies back down and turns away from you. About what?
No, it's nothing. Sorry, I shouldn't have bothered you.
She pulls her blanket over her shoulders. You aren't bothering me, but something's clearly bothering you. I'd like to help. She's quiet for a long time. It seems like she's already gone back to sleep. But then she sighs.
you told me about your awakening.
Oh. Aloth stirs. Maneha waits silently until Aloth rolls over and resumes deep, steady breaths.
I guess I've had a similar problem.
Huh.
There's something I remember from a former life. Happened hundreds of years ago, but I remember it like it was yesterday.
How did you remember it?
Happened while I was fighting in Old Valia 20 years ago. My unit was camped out in the palace we'd just taken. The others were roasting the last of the Marcheso's pigs in the feast hall. So, I went to the wine cellars to fetch a few bottles.
She works her fingers into a knot.
I don't know how long she'd been hiding there, but there was this old woman. Must have been one of the servants.
Her fingers curl into fists.
She had this wild look in her eyes. I approached her and tried to tell her not to be afraid, that she was safe.
Maneha holds out her hand, reliving the memory.
She screamed and grabbed my arm.
She closes her eyes.
It felt like someone had hit me in the back of my head. I blacked out for a few minutes, and when I came to, she was gone.
Go on.
I took a few bottles up with me, feasted with the rest of the troops. But when I went to bunk, I had a dream.
She shivers.
Only it was more vivid than any dream I've ever had. I tasted the sweat on my lips, felt the jungle air on my skin, heard the cries.
She stops and swallows, shaking her head. What about the old woman?
I asked the other troops. None of them had seen her.
Huh.
Anyway, I laid off the drink for several days, but I kept having the dream. After a few weeks, I thought a change of scenery might do me good.
Huh.
Since then, I've been a pirate in the Deadfire, a pilgrim in the White that Wends, an adventurer in the Living Lands, and a gift-bearer in Ashamadal.
Huh. Shamil. Okay. She gives you a rueful smile. Unfortunately, we don't have enough perception. What next? What's this memory?
It's something terrible I did, a long time ago, and as a different person. But I remember it more clearly than anything.
What next, then?
I told you I was looking for the Abbey of the Fallen Moon so I could leave something behind. There's a pool there, the Salt Well. It's where gift-bearers leave the heaviest burdens.
She pauses.
It's said that a person can enter it and leave their own memories behind.
There's a distant, hungry look in her eyes. And would you leave this haunting memory in the salt well?
That's the plan.
What if you lose more than you intend?
At this point, I'd gladly give up all my memories if that's what it takes for peace in this life and the next.
I wanted to ask you about something. Tell me why you really became a gift bearer. I heard about the order from some missionaries while I was in the Living Lands. I heard Andra's doctrine before, but the way they talked about the peace of forgetting, washing the old away with the tide, it sounded good. And gift bearers' work, taking to the road, helping people lose their own burdens, that sounded good too. Kept hoping I'd find a way for me to lose my burden along the way. Well, that's all for now. Well, that's going to be the end of the episode. If you've enjoyed, go ahead and hit that like button. Or if you want, you can give me some feedback. I always appreciate it. Of course, if you enjoy my other videos, then a subscription to the channel would also be absolutely most amazing. It's great to see you all here at the Fox Den. I hope you come back next time and pull up a chair for some more Pillars of Eternity, the White March DLC. Alrighty, y'all take care now. Bye.